Start there. Here we go. 2016 Manx Telecom Parish Walk. Jeanette Morgan gone off at a good fast pace, followed by Brian Kelly and Chris Cale. Just over 1,100 starters altogether, and for the second year there are more women than men, and it's not unknown to find one or two people just making their way to the start after the official start to avoid the rush. And indeed here comes some now, about 2 minutes after the starters' guns should have gone off. They're just starting now. I like the nice relaxed start. You've obviously taken it easy, guys. You're not rushing for the start. Was that planned that you missed the start?
Yeah, calculated.
So Jeanette Morgan, not for the first time, making a fast start around the track. Defending champion in the women's section. Brian Kelly also not averse to a fast start, neither is Chris Cale. And here come some of the other regulars. And you can see any number under 400, and so there's 636. He's one of the few in this group who's not previously completed the course. Jock Waddington on his 10th and final parish walk going through. He's doing it for sponsorship this year. And we're just going to zoom around the course just to give you some idea. We've now almost got them all the way around the course. There's 400-metre track, and the leader is within about 50 to 100 metres of the back of the field. And I'm torn between whether to follow everyone here or go out the gate and get the leader coming through. So I think I'm about to go off because I can see everybody once more. So we're going to go out. They're coming off the track in a moment, and they're going to go round onto the perimeter road. We're just losing the action for a minute. This is Alan Callow. I've got 4 hours on this one, 4 hours on another, 2 hours on the next, plus plenty of power packs. So here comes Jeanette, who did 100 miles a month ago. And we're starting to learn the stats off. Brian Kelly on his 5th attempt, and Chris Cale on his 15th attempt. And I've even remembered Andrew Titley's multiple 100-mile finisher. Alan Tier, who I saw on Christmas Day training. And Richard Gerard making a nice easy start with, and he heard me. Jock, who's walking for charity on his 10th and final parish walk. Look out for anybody with a number of less than 214, I think it is, who's a previous finisher. Just passing John Cannell, the only man to win 6 times. Give us a wave, everyone. Wave to the camera. A few more low numbers. Hope everybody's got their sun cream on today. Plenty of smiles at this stage. All flat here, of course. It doesn't take long before the first gradient, which is about 2 miles at Braddon. And Colin Crooks, who's actually running a race last night, a running race, 4 miles. Field's starting to get thicker here. And you forget the entries may have passed their peak in the parish walk, but there's a heck of a lot of people. This really is one of the big events of the Manx sporting calendar. As they flop by, there's still there's Robbie Collister. We're not used to seeing him in this position. Well down the field, taking it easy. There's plenty of people waving. We're just round, for those that know the Isle of Man, we're round behind McDonald's on the roadway. But if we look inside, they're still going around the track as well. It's the first time I've personally been to the start for many years, and believe me, it's changed since I used to do it. Used to start at the Villa Marina Arcade with about 100 people, and it's still quite amazing that we've got 1,100 people today. There's not even enough roadway here. We're walking on the grass. See if there's anybody else. I know everybody's smiling at this point. A few more smiles. Even further down the field, even some previous finishers, sometimes they're particularly cautious at the start. It's the time you lose here is nothing in the overall scale of things. Lots of the blue t-shirts that all competitors got as part of the entry pack being displayed in Manx Telecom colours, and this really is quite amazing that just so many it's always nice to hear people. Whether we'll see quite as many when we go to Ballakillia later on, Ballakalawi rather, whether there's as many people smiling then. But we're just about at the back of the field now, so I'm going to turn around and maybe chat to one or two of the people. Let's walk along with them, give you some idea of the pace. The event used to start in the town at the Villa Marina, before that St George's Church, but the National Sports Centre here is really the ideal location. Good friend of Manx Athletics who marshals just about everywhere, Arnie Jacobs. Right. Lots of other photographs being taken. It's Robbie Lambie. We'll catch you later. I was looking particular for John Cannell, who's John Cannell, the 6 times, the only person to have won it 6 times. What's it like watching, John?
Sorry?
What's it like watching?
Great.
Are you glad you're not in it?
I wish I was.
Yeah.
Yes.
Did you plan to go in it originally, Oni?
I hadn't got the motivation this year, so no, it wasn't really on the agenda.
Well, it's going to be a while before anybody catches up with John with his 6 wins, so he's still the star.
Thank you.
So we're going to follow them. We're just getting out of the I'm actually going to do something unplanned here. I'm going to walk a bit further with them, join the back of the field. Nice bit of shelter as we come off. National Sports Centre. They turn onto the Castletown Road here and cross the road and onto the TT Access Road, and then emerge at Braddon. Don't actually check at the church at Braddon because of the sheer numbers. Neither do they have their timing chips registered. At Moran, which is the second church, they wait until Santon is the first church when timing chips are taken, so anybody drops out before Santon doesn't get recorded. So we're going out the gates now, onto the Castletown Road. South African flag. Some good marshals there. How are you doing, ladies? Are you enjoying the walk so far? This is possibly the first internet recording with someone walking backwards. But,
Don't fall over.
I know, I've got a dodgy knee as well. It's really nice and sheltered here, and I think it will be probably first couple of miles should get shelter. There are a lot of trees over the TT Access Road. It's possible we might have another camera in position at Braddon, so I'm going to end the stream in a couple of minutes' time, but just going onto the TT Access Road. For those people who don't know the Isle of Man, the TT races cause the closure of the roads, and this is a way of getting to the inside of the course along the old Douglas to Peel line, railway line, when the roads are closed. So that's it, we're going to leave them here. Just see the last ones entering the TT Access Road. I'm going to risk my life here across the road because there's going to be a big build-up of traffic, I suspect.